Main significant reason that Bob became the legend that he is because he wrote fantastic songs. You know, it's as simple and as complex as that all in one go, but these are songs that were already being covered by lots of other artists because they were fantastic songs.
Stir It Up was a big hit over here for Johnny Nash, and it was massive with the Skinheads.
After Johnny Nash has had a hit in '72 with I Can See Clearly Now, the next tune that he releases is Bob Marley's Stir It Up. No one had heard of Bob Marley at that point. This is '72. It's a hit, it's an international hit. Bob Marley is brought over to London, and everywhere that Johnny Nash goes on his promotional tour, he's got Bob Marley with him. He really likes Bob. I mean, he's like a very nice, quite humble guy, Johnny Nash, as is Bob, of course. But he's really trying to push this guy. He really believes in him. That's really what goes on.
And so Johnny Nash had planted Bob into the nation's consciousness. I mean, that was a very syrupy version. Bob's version came out, and Stir It Up then, when in Bob's hands, became a sort of political, let's stir it up, you know, almost punk sentiment. But even though he was talking to a girl.
Now everyone's very familiar with reggae, and there's been lots of sort of reggae-fied, you know, artists have sort of turned to reggae, which isn't particularly my thing, but it's sort of the early '70s, it was pretty revolutionary, pretty new. You know, no one else was really playing this kind of music apart from most, you know, Jamaicans, maybe the odd other island in the Caribbean. So it was kind of, it really sort of shook up the world of music.
Stir It Up's really more like a rockers with the bass drum playing the third beat, the hard accent on the third beat. But also it's got this weird Beach Boys backing vocal, if you listen to it. And it's a bit untogether, but it works. I think maybe it was an idea and they've just kept it. Once again, you know, if you deconstruct the songs, you think, blimey, you don't hear that, first of all, until you have a really good listen to what are they doing. Then you hear this in the background. I think it's Bob going, you know, in a sort of Beach Boys style, which is quite unusual.